Ladies and gentlemen, your inaction is the problem, but it is not the end of the story. Today is the day to rise, to act, to step boldly into your purpose. The world is waiting for your contribution. Don't let fear, excuses, or complacency rob you of the life you were born to live. Act now, because your destiny is calling and it won't wait forever. Regret is a weight that grows heavier with time, an unrelenting reminder of what could have been. It does not arise from the moments when we tried and failed, for failure teaches, shapes, and strengthens us. Regret comes from the choices we avoided, the paths we refused to walk, and the dreams we left to gather dust. It is the echo of opportunities missed, a haunting chorus of potential left unrealized. When we stand still, life does not pause with us. The opportunities we overlook do not wait for us to change our minds. They pass on to someone else. The world is in constant motion, and the gifts you carry, the unique talents, insights, and abilities are not just for you. They were given to you for a purpose tied to the needs of others. Every moment you delay, you deny the world the benefit of those gifts. Imagine a world where the great thinkers, leaders, and innovators decided to wait. What if they doubted their abilities and chose to do nothing? How much art, invention, progress, and transformation would humanity have lost? Now turn that question inward and reflect. What solutions, ideas, or changes are you withholding because of your inaction? Regret whispers in the quiet moments, in the stillness of the night, when we allow ourselves to wonder, what if it is not only the opportunities of the past that weigh on us, but the realization that the future holds the same pattern if we do not act? The pain of unrealized potential is sharper than any failure because it reminds us of what we were capable of, but refuse to pursue. Inaction allows fear to rule, excuses to grow, and doubt to flourish. It creates a safe but stagnant space where dreams fade and courage weakens. Each day spent in hesitation deepens the gap between where you are and where you are meant to be. Life will move forward with or without you, and if you refuse to act, you may one day find yourself looking back at a life filled with possibilities never explored. Ask yourself, how much longer will you allow time to slip through your fingers? How much longer will you wait before stepping into the purpose for which you were created? You are not here by accident. Your birth was not a random occurrence, and your life is not without meaning. Everything about you, your talents, experiences, even your struggles, was designed with purpose. The very fact that you are alive is proof that there is a gap in the world that only you can fill. Your existence is evidence of a problem you were uniquely designed to solve. The challenges of life are not meant to defeat you, they are meant to refine you, to prepare you for the role you were born to play. Every skill you've developed, every lesson you've learned, and even every failure you've experienced have equipped you to meet the demands of your purpose. You were created not just to exist, but to contribute, to make a difference that no one else can replicate. Yet potential alone is not enough. A solution that remains locked in your mind is like a seed never planted. It holds promise, but produces nothing. Potential is only valuable when it is put into action. How many dreams have died because they were never pursued? How many ideas have been buried because fear, doubt, or procrastination silenced the voices that carried them? The world is waiting for what only you can provide. There is someone somewhere who is struggling because the solution you carry remains dormant. There is an issue, a challenge, a need in this world that has your name written on it. But nothing will change until you decide to step forward. The sidelines of life may feel safe, but they are the enemy of purpose. You cannot fulfill your destiny by watching others take risks, make decisions, and create change. When you remain inactive, the ripple effect of your inaction spreads far beyond you. The solution you withhold impacts not just your life, but the lives of those who depend on you to act. The world is full of problems, some small, some massive, but every one of them is waiting for someone brave enough to step up. Will you let fear or complacency silence your contribution, or will you choose to embrace the challenge and fulfill the reason for your creation? The truth is, no one else can do what you were designed to do. You are irreplaceable. Your skills, experiences, and insights were woven together for a purpose that is distinctively yours. The question is not whether the world needs you, the question is whether you will rise to meet the need. Many people claim that the reason they do not pursue their goals, dreams, or callings is that they are afraid of failing. They speak of their fear as though it is a noble restraint, as if their reluctance to act stems from deep consideration or wisdom. But more often than not, fear is simply a mask, a convenient excuse to remain in a place of comfort. Fear of failure is frequently a disguise for laziness. Laziness is not always loud or obvious. It doesn't always look like sitting idly or wasting time. Sometimes laziness wears the cloak of hesitation, overthinking, and procrastination. It hides in statements like, I'm just not ready yet, or what if it doesn't work? It convinces you that waiting is wisdom when in truth, waiting is avoidance. Fear and laziness work together to keep you stagnant, robbing you of progress under the illusion of safety. Real courage is not the absence of fear. Courage does not deny the presence of uncertainty or the possibility of failure. Instead, it acknowledges those realities and moves forward anyway. Courage steps into the unknown, not because it is confident of the outcome, but because it is committed to the journey. Growth and success are reserved for those who take action, for those who understand that failure is not the enemy, inaction is. When you allow fear to dictate your choices, you are not protecting yourself from failure, you are guaranteeing it. Failure is not falling short of your goal. Failure is refusing to try. It is settling for mediocrity when greatness is within reach. Fear convinces you that staying in your comfort zone is the safe choice, but in reality, it is the most dangerous decision you can make. A life lived in fear is a life of untapped potential, unfulfilled purpose, and unrealized dreams. Think of the countless individuals who have achieved great things despite their fears. They were not fearless, they were determined. They understood that waiting for the perfect moment or complete certainty would leave them waiting forever. The truth is, no one has all the answers before they begin. Clarity comes through action, and confidence is built by taking one step after another. The first step is always the hardest, but it is also the most critical. Fear thrives in inaction, growing stronger the longer you stay still. But when you take action, even small steps, you weaken fear's grip on your life. The effort itself is a victory, a declaration that you will not be ruled by excuses. Growth does not come from standing still, it comes from moving forward, even when the path is unclear. Success is not a destination, it is the result of consistent, courageous action. The pursuit of perfection has become one of the greatest obstacles to progress. Many people have brilliant ideas, powerful visions, and undeniable potential, but they remain stuck because they are waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect conditions. What they fail to understand is that perfection is an illusion, an unreachable standard that paralyzes rather than propels. Success does not come to those who wait for perfection, it comes to those who are bold enough to act. The greatest inventors, leaders, and innovators in history understood this truth. They did not sit idle, waiting for everything to align perfectly before taking the first step. Thomas Edison, for example, didn't invent the light bulb on his first attempt. He failed countless times but kept moving forward, each failure bringing him closer to success. The Wright brothers didn't wait for perfect aerodynamics to take their first flight. They risked imperfection to pioneer an industry that revolutionized the world. Their stories are a testament to the power of action over the paralysis of waiting. When you focus on perfection, you become trapped in endless preparation. You plan, refine, and revise, yet never execute. Meanwhile, time continues to pass and opportunities slip away. What you must realize is that conditions will never be entirely favorable. There will always be uncertainties, challenges, and risks. If you wait for the stars to align, you will spend your life standing still, watching others move ahead while you remain behind. Progress belongs to those who dare to begin, even when the path is unclear. The act of starting is often the hardest part, but it is also the most transformative. When you take action, even imperfect action, you create momentum. You learn, adapt, and improve as you go. Success is not about getting everything right from the beginning. It's about persistence, resilience, and the willingness to learn from mistakes. Perfectionism is a subtle but powerful form of fear. It tells you that you're not ready, that you're not good enough, and that failure is unacceptable. But failure is not the enemy, it is a necessary part of growth. Every misstep teaches you something valuable. Every setback strengthens your resolve, and every imperfect attempt brings you closer to mastery. The only true failure is failing to try at all. The journey to success is rarely a straight line. It is messy, unpredictable, and full of challenges. But it is also full of opportunities to grow, to innovate, and to achieve what once seemed impossible. Those who succeed are not the ones who waited for perfection, they are the ones who acted despite imperfection. Your life is not just about you. Every choice you make, every action you take, ripples far beyond your own existence. Whether you realize it or not, you are building a legacy, something that will outlast your time on this earth. The question is not whether you will leave a legacy, but what kind of legacy you will leave. Will it be one of purpose and impact, or will it be a story of missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential? Legacy is the bridge between today and tomorrow. The decisions you make today are laying the foundation for how you will be remembered. The way you spend your time, the risks you take, and the values you uphold are not just shaping your life, they are influencing the lives of those who come after you. Future generations are counting on you to act now, to pave the way for a better world, to leave a mark that matters. History is filled with people whose decisions created ripples that changed the course of humanity. Think about the leaders who stood for justice, the innovators who dared to dream, the thinkers who challenged the status quo. Their lives remind us that our choices matter, that one person's courage and commitment can ignite change on a global scale. But just as history celebrates these figures, it also serves as a cautionary tale. It tells us of those who hesitated, who allowed fear or doubt to paralyze them, leaving behind stories of what could have been. Your legacy is not built in a single moment or a grand gesture. It is the sum of countless daily decisions. Every small choice contributes to the larger narrative of your life. When you choose courage over fear, perseverance over comfort, and purpose over passivity, you are building a story worth telling. But when you allow inaction, complacency, or excuses to dominate your choices, you risk leaving behind a legacy that speaks only of unrealized dreams and wasted potential. The impact of your life is not measured by your accomplishments alone, but by the effect you have on others. Who will be inspired by your story? Who will find strength in your struggles and hope in your victories? Your legacy is not just about what you achieve. It's about the doors you open for others, the lives you touch, and the changes you initiate. Every decision you make has the potential to influence not only your own destiny, but the destinies of those who follow in your footsteps. Time will not wait for you to decide who you want to be or what mark you want to leave. Every day presents a choice to move closer to the person you were created to be or to drift further away from your purpose. Your legacy is being written whether you are intentional about it or not. Purpose is not optional, it is your assignment. It is the reason for your existence, the unique calling that no one else can fulfill in the way you were designed to. You were not created to simply exist, to drift through life without direction or intention. Purpose is the divine imprint on your soul, the evidence that your life has meaning. And to ignore or avoid it is not just neglect, it is disobedience. When you refuse to act on your purpose, you are rejecting the very reason you were created. Every gift, every talent, every experience you possess was given to you for a purpose greater than yourself. These were not given to you by chance. They are tools entrusted to you by the Creator, and they come with an expectation that you will use them. To sit idly, to hesitate, to delay is to say, in effect, that the assignment on your life does not matter. Inaction is not neutral, it is a choice, and it is a dangerous one. When you fail to act on your purpose, you not only rob yourself of fulfillment, but also deprive the world of the solutions, contributions, and changes you were meant to bring. The lives that could be touched, the problems that could be solved, the progress that could be made, all are left undone because you chose not to move. You are accountable not only to yourself, but also to the one who placed destiny within you. Purpose is not something you created, it's something you discover and align yourself with. It is the Creator's design for your life, a sacred calling that demands your obedience. To ignore, it is to reject the potential He has placed inside you, to dishonor the life He has entrusted to you. Inaction is more than a missed opportunity, it is a failure to honor the privilege of existence. Life itself is a gift, a finite window of time in which you are called to fulfill your purpose. Every moment spent in hesitation is a moment that cannot be reclaimed. Every day wasted in inaction is a day that your purpose remains unfulfilled. The world is full of people who have allowed fear, doubt, or complacency to keep them from their calling. They live lives of quiet frustration, knowing deep down that they were meant for more, but unwilling to take the steps required to achieve it. Inaction is the silent killer of dreams, the thief of potential, and the barrier to destiny. To act on your purpose is not just a matter of personal ambition, it is a matter of obedience, faithfulness, and stewardship. You were given this life, this purpose for a reason, and with it comes a responsibility to move, to act, to fulfill the assignment placed on you.